Hey. Good evening, good evening, man. I hope everybody is doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Yes, I see that they're, about to start opening some stuff up, but please don't be the first people to run out there, man. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, man, because y'all health is more important than running to these stores. Tonight, I got my boy, Mr. John Struckman. If you guys don't know about him, he has a great story just like everybody else, man. So I'm gonna bring my boy John to the screen, man. Big John,
What's
what's
up, man?
cracking, bro?
What's cracking, BTB? What's going on, man?
Man, dude, I can't complain, bro. Just living life, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm here. I'm sunburnt. I've been painting all day. It's freaking hot outside, but I'm excited to talk to you and stay inside right now, where we kind of need to be, right, during this whole pandemic. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, glad to be at home talking to you.
Man, so like I said, guys, hey, shoot your questions, hit that share button. Man, let's get everybody to talk to John a little bit, man. John, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's John Struckman. I've been bowling for quite a while, about half my life, and I decided to make a career change in a great way and become very, very involved with the bowling industry. I do quite a bit, if I don't say so myself. I coach professionally. I have a program in 5 centers in Southern California where you can actually take a bowling lesson with me. So if you've never considered taking a lesson with someone, I'd be glad to help you out, obviously, when we're done being quarantined in this pandemic. But I'd love to get you guys back out there. The program's called Bowl Better. You might be able to see it on this side over here, wherever it is, over my shoulder. Got different flyers out at all of the centers in Downey, Norwalk, Lakewood, Lake Forest, and Mission Viejo, 5 centers.
Okay.
So that's one big thing I do. And then I also run 3 pro shop locations within 3 of those centers. The Professional Approach Pro Shop at Del Rio Lanes, Keystone Lanes, and Cal Bowl. Exciting news. If those of you that might have seen just before the whole quarantine and everything happened and we all shut down, we were getting ready to open up our 4th pro shop location at Bowling Lanes, which is in Montclair, California. So I'm getting excited about that. I've been working out there on and off a couple of days a week. Just the owners letting me come in and paint the place, re-merchandise the place, get a new drill press installed. We built a vacuum area so we can vacuum up all the ball dust. And the shop's coming out really, really good. I've been working on it on and off for about a month now. And hopefully we can get back to the lanes and you guys can come all see the new shop.
There you go, man. All right, congrats on that, man. Making moves. So we're gonna start off by asking, where were you born and raised?
I was born in a small town. It's called Yreka, California. It's
Yreka?
Yeah, Yreka, not Eureka, but Yreka. So Yreka is one town. Well, it's the last town before you get to Oregon. So if you don't know where Mount Shasta is, look it up. And then there's a little small town just above Mount Shasta, about 20 miles north of that. And that's where I grew up. So I'm actually a farm kid, country kid. I was, beating on roosters and driving tractors and the whole damn thing. And then I moved to, right? And then I moved to the city, which is where my grandparents grew up. And I'm actually living on the same street as where my mom grew up. And my grandfather still lives with us 2 houses away. So my grandfather's 2 houses away. The house in between is where my dad actually grew up, and we're living in the corner house. So it's kind of a neat story. We moved here in 1999, so it's been most of my life. But I still have those farm roots, But I've been living here in Fullerton, California, since 1999. Been bowling since I believe it was 2005 is when I started bowling. I played baseball. That's what I did. I played a lot of baseball, played some soccer, a little basketball, but I played a lot of baseball. Played up to high school, kind of started a little bit in high school and then decided to bowl. And I haven't looked back since as far as sports go. I've been bowling since early high school.
There you go. Hey, growing up, were you the only kid?
No, I have a sister. I have a younger sister, 2 years younger. Same idea, Played a little sports, went to the same schools. But, yeah, I have a younger sister.
Okay, and having a younger sister, how was that growing up? Did she got on your nerves, and does she still get on your nerves?
Oh, well, brother sister relationship, but no, I love her to death, man. Yeah, she's great.
All right. Hey, are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. My wife's here. She's
Oh boy,
watching
hey,
live
the way you
video
said
on
that
the other
right
side of the
now,
camera.
man, I don't know. That answer, yeah, I'm married. Ooh,
Yeah, I'm married. No, yeah, no, I'm married to Christy. She's great. We kind of knew of each other in high school, and then we reconnected in college, and we've been together now 8 years.
okay.
And we got married a couple years ago, right? So I'm already getting old.
Hey, do you guys have any kids? If not, do you plan on having any kids?
Yes, we plan on having kids. We're just waiting a little bit. Finances. We're still living at home with my parents. We have a little mother-in-law house here, and just trying to take advantage of living a little bit rent-free, which is fantastic, and getting our career started. But yeah, we're married, happily married.
There you go. Hey, did you continue your education after high school?
Oh yeah, I did absolutely. So I went to college. I went to Fullerton College. I got an associate's degree there in social behavior,
Uh,
and then I continued on to Cal State Fullerton, where I pursued my bachelor's in marketing
okay.
and business administration. And I also got a sales certificate. So kind of here's the whole story, right? So I started off going through this whole process. I want to be in business school. I don't know. Do I want to, be a DFG, Department of Fish and Game park ranger? Law enforcement. What do I want to do with my life, right? And
Right.
so I don't know if anyone ever really knows what they want to do with their life, but I thought, you know what? I have this background now in sales and marketing. I like people. I love bowling.
Yep.
I know how to sell things. I know how to help people. And I went through a teaching credential program for a little while and started that. And I was like, you know what? I want to teach. I want to coach. And then I found out about the USBC program. I went through that on and off through La Habra 300 Bowl, which I thank dearly for getting me to where I am today. I went through their youth program, which got me really excited about coaching. I helped a lot of the kids there. I went through, got the bronze certificate, and now I'm a USBC silver certified coach, which is where I have my own professional program. And how I make a living today is based off of that, my desire to help others.
There you go. Wanda Parker asks, did you bowl for your college?
I didn't. So crazy story, Wanda. I had an offer to go to a school called Ashford University in Iowa. There's a YouTube video. If you guys want to look it up on YouTube, you type in my name, John Struckman, and I shot a 300 game at Junior Amateur Tour. It's a local tournament club here as youth bowlers. And you'll hear Kevin Jones, my best friend. He's going to be yelling in the background, giving me a hug. And I go, Ashford University. Because I had made a commitment to them, a verbal commitment, and I wasn't quite committed to going to that school, but I did have an opportunity to go. Unfortunately, the school here in Fullerton does not have a bowling team at this time. I thought about starting one. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of fundraising as well, and I just didn't get around to starting the team.
Okay. Josh Gartrell asks, what is your biggest bowling accomplishment so far?
Beating you, Josh, at Jat all the time. No, I'm just kidding. Biggest accomplishment of my bowling so far, I would say, shooting 300 is pretty cool. I don't care who you are. If you shoot 300, you get pumped up. You're excited about it.
Yeah.
And so I do have 300 games one-handed and two-handed, which I think is pretty cool. Sanctioned, so you guys can look that up. I don't have a lot of sanctioned 300s. I don't bowl a lot of leagues. I'll bowl different scratch tournaments. I'll do a lot of practicing in between my lessons, but I don't bowl a lot of sanctioned leagues.
Okay. Hey, how did you become a certified silver level USBC coach?
So there's a program you can go through. It's on bowl.com. Anybody can go through the program. You start off as a registered volunteer, RVP. You go through that process. You get Safe Sport certified. So that talks about all, the sexual things that you're not supposed to be doing and all these things that you need to learn in order to be able to be a certified coach. You go through that. Then you become a level 1 coach. And then after a period of time, they're allowing you to then test into the bronze course, and you do that bronze course, and you're supposed to be a coach for, I believe, a number of years, a couple years. And then I was able to take the silver certified coaching class in Las Vegas. Most of those classes are held locally and or online. And then the bigger classes, they have regional level classes, typically in Las Vegas. So that's where I took the classes.
That's cool. Hey, do you feel that you're a better coach or bowler?
I'm a better coach. I have to be honest. Yeah, I'm a good bowler. I'm okay, but I'm a better coach. I really like helping others. I definitely like to take the average bowler, right? So let's just say it for what it is, an average league bowler, maybe 140 to 165, and taking that person, changing their fit is very important as well. Taking a look at that, then walking them into the pro shop. And the cool thing is that I help operate those pro shops, and I can drill you the ball too, right? So
Okay.
I'm able to take that person and completely transform them into a better version of themselves. And that's what my program's called. It's called Bowl Better, right? So I'm taking what they are good at, getting them the right fit, the right steps, the right tempo, and then they're a better bowler. But I'm not necessarily saying, oh, well, you take 4 steps, you need to take 12. I mean, I'm not going to change your game that dramatic. I'm going to take what you have that's good and make it better. So I would say I'm a better coach, but I'm a good bowler. I want to be a better bowler. Don't we all?
Hey, to become well, I'm gonna get to this question that my boy Ken Rogers just asked. But to become a coach, is there a certain eye that you need, certain techniques that you have? Like, what is it to make you that you feel that makes you a better coach?
Yeah, I would have to say just the attention to detail. I think a lot of bowlers that are good bowlers that may be helpful and want to help others, and they don't necessarily have that trained eye to look at certain key things, perhaps footwork or their hand position, or when things are happening, watching ball rotation, knowing more about axis rotation, axis tilt, ball speed, and understanding what that person's doing physically in order to generate those numbers. So I think that's a really key point, is that people need to be able to see specific things with a certain bowler, right? So I look at you, Brandon, right? You like to kind of throw it hard, you get after it. And then I may look at, some average league bowler, Joe Schmo, and be like, hey, this guy doesn't throw it like Brandon. I got to coach him to his ability. Maybe he has a physical ailment. Maybe his hand is arthritic. Maybe he has arthritis, right? And
Yeah.
those types of things I look at and take into consideration in order to make a good judgment when I'm coaching. I don't think a lot of good bowlers take into consideration those extra things that I might.
There you go. Hey, so my boy Ken Rogers from Detroit said, "Hey, what is the fee for the certification classes?"
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I believe it's a few $100s. I think the bronze was like 300 and the silver was like 400 something.
Okay.
Right. And then you got to pay for travel expenses to go to wherever that class may be. It's a small class. It's normally about 10, maybe 15 coaches that are getting certified. And you have to have enough coaches in there for them to run the class. Otherwise, they won't run the class. But yeah, it's not necessarily a cheap thing to do. You have to want to commit to it and be involved. And I've decided to turn it into a profession, and I've been doing quite well.
There you go. Wanda Parker asked, "Hey, did the USB-C certifications help your game personally?"
Absolutely. So reading through that, you start coaching yourself, and you're like, hey, I didn't know that. I should apply that to my game. Or there's a lot of information in those textbooks, and they give you a textbook too. So you can always reference back to it and help bowlers. And I'll take a textbook with me if I'm doing a seminar and have people flip through certain pages, and they can learn too from
Oh,
USB-C.
there you go. Look, everything. They want to know what's in my red cup.
There's that patch falling off.
I told you.
I'm trying, man. I'm
Sharon
trying to
Jones,
keep
you
it.
wanted to know what's in that red cup because I keep taking tips. It's Bowtie juice.
Bowtie juice. Where's my? Hold on. This is Cinco de Mayo, right? Where's the tacos at? What's going on here?
Hey, soon as I get off this line with you, tacos are coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that's what was going on, because I'm
No.
hungry for tacos.
So look. Here's my cup, and tacos are next. So yes, they are. Happy Cinco de Mayo to all of you guys as well. I hope you guys are being safe, even though we're in the house.
Absolutely.
Crystal Light. No, yeah, it is Crystal Light. You're right, Will. Hey, there we go. Here's another question for you. How was your experience as a Storm brand ambassador?
Yeah. So Wanda and I were a part of the Storm Brand Ambassador program. Gary Holsenberg put together a very select group of bowlers that represent Storm, and that's how it's really propelled me into what I'm doing today. So the Brand Ambassador program is basically a top secret program. I don't know how else to describe it. It was a very private program. We talked about a lot of different things to help better bowlers. better Storm as a company,
Yeah.
be able to get things out there. A lot of the social media content that was being worked on were from ideas from us. And we did what we could on the back end to get some things going. That brand ambassador program changed a little bit. And then I decided to become a Storm amateur staff player. And that's what I'm doing now.
Okay. That's what's up. I got another question for you. It's a good question for my boy Ken Rogers. With coaching, do you focus more on bowling technique or physical alignment?
Physical alignment. I'm assuming that would mean like moving left or right, 3-1, 3-2. So I'm going to answer that question with that being understood. So I would focus on, especially in the first lesson, bowling technique. Definitely lesson 1. So I want to get the basics down with the bowler. Again, if I'm taking a 140 average bowler and my goal is to turn them into 165 at some point over the course of a few months, even, I've had a lot of bowlers have dramatically changed their average. I've had bowlers that were averaging 90 pins. That's it. They couldn't even break 100. Had never bowled a 100. And I'll have students by the second lesson, they'll be shooting 150, 160 in a lesson by lesson 2. I have done that with quite a few bowlers. So I'm very focused on the technique, taking what I've learned from USBC and implementing that into a bowler, but remembering that bowler it's got to be specific to them, right? So I can take a textbook all day long, but I use that as a reference point to a reality of, hey, this is what this bowler really needs.
Good answer. Good answer. Now, with you being a coach, how much technical are you about your own bowling?
Too much. That's why I'm not as good as I'm supposed to be, right? So I'm over analyzing myself, or I bowl two-handed now. A lot of bowlers may not know that, but I've been experimenting with that for a few years. I've a little over analytical of myself because I can feel and understand what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm thinking a little bit too much. But I think as far as my game, implementing what I've learned from USBC, from other bowlers, a lot of the pro shop people that I've worked with in the past, every life experience you've had, especially in the bowling world, to make your bowling better, I've learned a lot, and I'm still I'm learning every day. I learn all the time.
And I feel the minute that you stop learning is the minute you need to quit.
Agreed.
Hey, so Kenny said no postures and alignments before starting the approach to the line.
Oh, you like the setup position? Yeah, for sure. That's definitely a part of it. So you got to take a look at how maybe it's good that person's leaning forward. That's comfortable for them. Maybe we don't change that. But typically most bowlers will start with their shoulders back and their arm will be at a 90-degree angle, like what I call an L-shaped position.
Yep.
And then you typically at that point would have a good starting position for almost all bowlers. So that's a good starting point. And it may work for that person, or there may be a chance where that may not work for them. And then we take it from there.
There you go. Hey, Sherry Jones asks, when will you have your next bowling clinic?
Tonight. We're having one right now. We're learning stuff right now. This is like a free seminar. So anyways, next bowling clinic, as soon as the bowling centers are open, I'm hoping to get some traction with the coaching again. I was on a huge upswing. I was getting ready for state tournament at Forest Lanes. We had all these seminars planned out. We were really excited to unveil some stuff that I can't even talk about right now. And it didn't happen because of COVID-19. And, I just hope that everybody can be safe and get better and that this virus goes away so we can all get back to bowling and kind of living life a little bit. But I would like to have a clinic as soon as possible. I definitely want to make sure that it's not going to be too soon. Right. I don't want bowlers to be in a room where there's 30, 40 of us, and that may be too soon. So it could be months. It could be early next year. I don't know. I hope it's soon.
Okay. Sherry Stingley from up north asks, is every person teachable?
Every person teachable. I would say 99% of the people I've worked with are teachable. I will tell a quick story. There was a gentleman, super nice guy, by the way. I worked with him a couple times, and his second lesson, he was drunk. Didn't think he was drunk. Showed up drunk to the lesson. And so I was like, I thought he was tired. He was a little sunbeat. He was out there drinking at the pool, and then he decided to come take the bowling lesson with me. And that wasn't a very teachable moment. He wasn't there, But as far as to answer that more sternly, are most people teachable? Absolutely. If they're willing to pay for a private lesson, they're probably going to be there to want to learn, and I go under that assumption that they want to learn.
There you go. Some young lady named Heidi Struckman asked, "How does a
Yep.
person sign up for a bowling lesson?"
Yep, that's my sister Heidi. We've been painting all day together. She's sunbeat too. She's all red just like me. How does a person sign up for a bowling lesson? Bowling lessons are on bowlingguys.com. So we'll add that into the chat after. Bowlingguys.com. You can go on there. It's really simple. I've disabled the scheduling buttons for now, but there's a two-step process. You click schedule your lesson. Step 1, you find the date that you'd like. You click on that, you fill it out, then go to step 2, and then you can pre-purchase your lesson, which holds your spot. If for some reason you needed to reschedule, we would just obviously reschedule for whenever that is, and the funds are still there. So it's a super easy process. Bowlingguys.com.
Hey, my boy LJ Wright asks, "How do we quiet our mind from all the info we have when things don't go well?"
Well, you have to walk away sometimes. I'm going to be honest. So you might be in a position, you're bowling Brunswick Invitational, right? Let's just say it for what it is. I've been there. You're on the short pattern, 26 feet. You're saying, oh, man, this is tough. And you got to sometimes walk out of that situation, come back with a fresh mind, go get some water, wash your hands, something, go get out of that situation. I think that's the best advice I can give you without knowing exactly which situation that may be. Sometimes you just have to walk away, come back with a fresh mind, and then you'll be all right.
Okay. With you, working that professional approach and, having your own business, running, your coaching business and all of that,
right.
How has business been since the shutdown?
Well, nothing. Zero. Goose egg. Nothing's going on. So we're not able to operate. The Professional Approach Pro Shop, I'm the general manager there. I do the marketing and promotions as well. Zero operation. The centers are closed. We've been mandated to be closed by the state, by the county,
Right.
everything. So zero business. As far as the coaching, I have decided if I want to do online yet. I'm thinking about it. But I've decided to not do it during this time. That might be something I'll unveil maybe later this year or early next year, where people do online lessons. So that's something I'm working on. I don't know exactly how that'll go, but definitely thinking about it.
Okay. A good question for you here. Working in the pro shop, do you feel that pro shops genuinely care about the bowlers or just their business?
It's a good question. So I would say that we do. I can't say for other pro shops necessarily, but we do. Every person that walks in is a reason why we're there and why we all have jobs, right? So most of my staff is actually watching this video. So a shout out to everybody that works at our pro shops. Thank you so much for all you do. We have a great team. I'm just gonna say it for what that is. We have a great team. We've hired some new people. Then we shut down. So we were training quite a few new people, some new faces. Mark Ramirez, Nate Wyatt, Chris Porter came back. He used to work with us a few years ago. Then obviously Stephanie Zavala, world staff with 900 Global. So she works with us as well. Sherman Joseph at Del Rio Lanes, Matt Skirmerhorn at Keystone and Cal, Kevin Jones, myself. And we also have the Griffins. They're our pro shop representatives, JP and Caitlin and Valerie Griffin at Cal Bowl. They do a lot for us there.
Okay.
So
that's what's up.
Yeah, we care. We care for sure.
Ashley Pumpkin Dominique from St. Louis.
All right.
She said, "What's your tip for relaxing when you need a clutch strike?"
You got to take that breath. You can't be thinking about necessarily anything. You got to clear your mind and not be overly focused on, I got to get this strike, or you just got to do it. Right. So we're going to plug Nike there for a second. It's a good logo, good slogan. Just do it. You got to do it. Go for it. Don't stop and stutter and decide, oh man, I can't do this. You just got to do it.
There you go. Kenny Rogers asks, "Hey, which do you prefer to use, Cats or Coach's Eye?"
I use Coach's Eye when I can. I don't know exactly what Cats is, but I've used another program called Huddle Technique. Mm-hmm. It was formerly called UberSense, but I use Huddle Technique. That's the one I like. Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Which, real quick, so Huddle Technique, if you take a lesson with me, I have a lesson called a advanced video lesson. advanced video lessons, $99, includes the lane fee. It includes the video itself, and it also includes an analysis, which is through huddle technique. So you'll get a minimum of a 10-minute voiceover, and you'll be able to see a side profile view and then also a behind the shoulder view. And I will compare what's going on from 2 different angles for over 10 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what's up there. Hey, what's your approach to bring in new clientele and gain their trust?
So, well, face-to-face, word of mouth, right? So I definitely rely on my pro shop staff to talk to bowlers. That has helped tremendously, helped grow my coaching. And then that's why we're going to, and like I said before, the whole seminar deal, we were really excited to do that because we've developed a lot of traction with bowlers. But when I first started, I walked leagues every night, 7 days a week. I was out there talking to bowlers at a center. That's what I did for 6 months. My wife knows. I was walking leagues a lot. So I did a lot of that. I do a lot of social media. You guys will see me pop up once in a while, post on Bowling Guys page, the professional approach page, my personal page. And now I'm on this live video, which I was thinking for the last couple of weeks, why aren't I doing live videos? This is a great idea. BTB's out there and he's doing live videos. Why aren't I doing live videos, right? So I'm looking to expand what I do to promote what I do. And I think this is a great opportunity for me to get on here with you and talk to you and see how things are going, obviously, right? But this is a good opportunity for me to get out there.
You're absolutely right, man. Dude, I love it. Wait, what can we do as bowlers to try to help promote the game of bowling and get these top leagues back on top where they were?
Bowlers need, just like any sport, and we can all say that, we're the only ones that talk trash. But we talk too much trash. People need to be more supportive of themselves, right? Get out there and say good things and not bash people on Facebook. And maybe there is that 140 bowler I keep talking about. So they average 140. That's not a bad thing. They're bowling. They're wanting to get better, right? So we need to be able to take any bowler for whoever they are and promote them and make them feel that they belong and that they don't have to average 200 to be a part of it. So I think bowlers need to be more supportive. And I think, an idea, and I've thrown this out there to some people, is I think the average bowler should be posting about their bowling, right? So this is something that I think, and I'm going to try to promote as well, and maybe you can help me with this, Brandon, is the average bowler doesn't promote or post or hey, I had fun with my friends. I went and bowled. I averaged 140 tonight. Why don't I see that post? That would be cool because the average person would go, well, that's cool. I can bowl a 140. I'd go bowl too. But I don't see that. I see a lot of posts from yourself and myself and others, the higher level bowlers, right? But I think the average bowler should be helping promote bowling too if we want it to be bigger than it is now.
There you go.
Did I see that I got a good haircut? Yeah, I got a haircut.
Yeah, Diesel. I don't know if you know Diesel.
I know Diesel.
Yeah, he said. Diesel said great.
He gives me a lot of crap over at Keystone. No, I'm just kidding. I love that guy. We've drilled quite a few balls for him. We love him.
But no, CATS is a tracking system that looks at your ball from release through the arrows at the pin. Yeah, I've
heard of it. I have never used it or anything. I have other devices. The Kegel torch unit. It's not necessarily a tracking device, but it's a targeting system apparatus where it'll display a light bar, kind of like a lightsaber.
Yep.
So like May the 4th, right? So, and what are we, Revenge of the 5th today? Is that what's going on? Revenge of the 5th? So Kegel torch light is displaying on the lane. If you guys want to take a look at that, that's pretty cool. I have that as an added option for lessons. So you can add that onto a video lesson and get out there and we'll have it for the seminars. That's why I bought it.
Okay. That's what's up there, bro. What is it that you would like our viewers to know about John Struckman and the business that he's trying to run to get out there to the bowlers?
I want people to know that I'm cool. I'm super cool. I might look a little uptight and all that, right? But I'm a cool dude. I'm just like everyone else. I want to have fun. I want to get people out there bowling. I want to help people. I quit my regular job. I used to work at the airport at Enterprise Rent-A-Car I rented cars. That was cool, right? But I wasn't helping anybody. I was like getting them into a car and telling them to go away. That's not my game. That's not my game, right? So I definitely love what I do, and I want people to know that I love what I do, and I'm there to help. And the staff and the team that I'm building around me for the pro shops, for Bowling Guys coaching, and everything else, Threadworks jerseys, we're working on starting to make that a bigger thing. And I just want people to know that I'm here to help. And if you guys have questions, I literally have my iWatch on and my phone until 9:30 p.m. every night. You can call or text me. My phone number is public on my website. It's on every flyer in all 5 of those centers. It's 714-566-5952.
Hey, what happens if I call you at like 9:35? Are you not going to answer?
I'll probably answer. But yeah, you guys let me know if you guys need anything. Facebook me, text me, whatever. Let me know. I'll definitely do my best to help you out.
There you go. Hey, my boy Sid Bluford, he was on here yesterday, I believe. He said, "Hey John, are you still bowling a lot competitively? If so, what tournaments do you bowl?"
Yep. So the what I've been working towards it. Obviously, when I was starting my coaching that first year, I was really focused on coaching. I wasn't bowling tournaments so much, but going into this year, and it's quite ironic, I was ready to bowl quite a few 8-gamers. I had competed in my first regional event. I didn't do quite well, but that's okay. I learned from it. And I was ready to go out and bowl these regional PBA events. I've been working hard on my game. I've learned a lot about different surfaces, ball motion. Kevin and I are talking quite a bit about ball motion at our pro shop. And, the team that I have has helped me become a better bowler. And I really felt that I could get out there and bowl the regional tour. And here we are, sitting at home, and I'm talking to you instead of being out there. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I wanted to definitely get out on bowl the regional tour. I'm on staff with Vice, so if anyone knows, this thing keeps falling off. So I'm on staff with Vice. I'm on staff with Storm, Threadworks Jerseys. I'm an ambassador for Dexter. I really like what they do. So it's pretty cool stuff.
Hey, Kenny Rogers asks, how often do you encourage customers 40 plus to check their dexterity to ensure proper, consistent fit while aging?
Yeah, I would say, if you're extremely competitive about it, maybe every 6 months is a good rule of thumb. Get it? So you want to check your flexibility in your thumb and your fingers and periodically, right? So if you're a little more excited about it, maybe every 6 months, I would recommend for anyone really once a year. So if you're not checking your fit once a year, things happen with your hand. Maybe you jammed your hand playing basketball or something happened, right? Maybe your hands aren't as flexible. Maybe you started a new job and you're doing construction or something. I don't know. But something will change with your hands, your flexibility, even your texture too. Maybe you have a callus that has been building up on your finger. So a lot of people will have calluses on the inside of their fingers here or on the inside of their thumb, and they don't realize that might be a fit issue. So I catch that in my lessons quite often, and then we're able to make an adjustment and pitch towards that problem typically. And then we're able to make a great adjustment, and that bowler is able to get out of the ball and go from there. It's unfortunate a lot of bowlers will have balls, and I've had a bowler that I did a lesson with, did the advanced video, went through that whole process with him, the analysis portion. I showed him all that. I asked him about his fit. He said he would think about it. I gave him a recommendation, which was to shorten his span in 1 inch, an entire inch to shorten his span. His span was over 5 inches.
Wow.
And his hand was like my hand. It's not that big, And so he couldn't even get his fingers in there. He just had his little nub from the finger. And you're supposed to typically come down to this joint here. But he wasn't able to do that. And with his flexibility in his finger, he didn't have much. It was very stiff. So we had to pitch his pitches close to, I believe it was 3/4 of an inch away. And his thumb, we had to bring a little bit more reverse as well to kind of relax his hand. But bowlers don't check their fit very often, but they should.
There you go.
For sure.
That's a great info right there, man. Bowling. So you said you started at 2005, I believe it was.
Yeah, I believe it was 2005. Yeah, so just going into high school. Yeah, early high school.
What is your most memorable moment on the lanes?
Memorable moment. I've had a lot. I've had a lot of memorable moments, but a moment that had popped up on my memories on Facebook, I'll talk about that one. Facebook had reminded me, and I remember very vividly that I was Glenn Allison's doubles partners for nationals. I was his doubles partner. Glenn, Mr. 900 Allison. So Glenn Allison asked me to bowl doubles and be on his team for nationals. And I believe it was 17 at the time. And I was a little dumbfounded. And I was a good youth bowler at La Habra, getting ready to age out. I think maybe I just turned 18, I believe.
Right.
And that was a cool moment, walking out shoulder to shoulder with Glenn Allison, and they did the full introduction and the 100,000 Pin Club, and I was there, and it said John Struckman and Glenn Allison. So that was a pretty cool moment. Yeah, I would have to say that was definitely one of the best moments.
I would agree, man. That is huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else you would like the viewers to know, man, before I, let you go and, kind of get yourself.
Yeah, no, I mean, everything's good. I mean, I'm cool. I'm just a little warm with this little sunburn here now, but yeah, no, I just want people to know that I'm here to help. And there's a lot that I do know now, especially. I've done a lot of research and I've learned a lot from a lot of bowlers, and I'm committed and determined to be successful in the bowling industry, and I'm here to help you guys. So but stay tuned on my stuff too. I got stuff planned and brewing, man. Bowling Guys, Professional Approach, Threadworks. We are opening up our 4th pro shop, like I said. We got a lot coming up. So, but we didn't talk much about Storm. So I wanted to talk about Storm a little bit.
There we go.
Those of you guys that don't know, the Storm Axiom was releasing before we all got quarantined. That's a good ball. I got it before the release date. I was practicing with it. I was really excited. I was going to push a massive order through our distributor, and man, what a great ball. So if you guys when you come back to bowl, definitely consider getting the Storm Axiom. I think you're going to like it a lot.
Okay. CNS, how many 300s and 800s do you have?
Sanctioned 800s. I don't have a sanctioned 800, believe it or not. I believe it's 787 was the number sanctioned. I've bowled 800 in practice. Sometimes I don't even look at the score. I'm just practicing and bowling.
Right.
But as far as 300s, I only have 2 sanctioned 300s. But I lost track, 20 plus 300s in practice as well. 1 and 2-handed.
Okay.
But like I said, I've committed a lot to the coaching and also the pro shops. So I'm not out there bowling sanctioned leagues as much. I'm working the leagues. I'm talking to the bowlers. I'm drilling balls during league time. Our time from 5 o'clock until like 9 o'clock, we're busy. And there's a lot of nights if I'm out there bowling league, which I bowl Monday night Brunswick, which is our sport league. And then I bowl a Thursday night league at Bowlium called Vegas or Bust. Yep. I shot 299 in that league. I was hoping to shoot 300, but yeah, I shot 299. That was my last honor score I've had.
Hey, what is your favorite Storm ball?
Favorite Storm ball of all time? High Road, hands down. The OG,
Which one?
The blue one, the original blue High Road. That's the one. It gets me the length that I'm looking for and the hitting power too. So the whole design of the High Road's designed on hitting power and getting length. And that's what I really like on our typical house shot. So I tend to have a High Road with me every day.
And it's crazy because I want to say it was the Pearl. Was that the purple one? Like the purplish one?
The High Road Pearl is the purple one, and then the original blue one is the original blue one.
No, so I like the purple. The purple one was mine. I love the way that ball rode. It was really...
All of them are good, dude. Jason Belmonte, he won with the High Road Pearl recently as well, so it's a really good option.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's
another question for you? How many times can a ball be replugged before it's considered trash?
Good question. I don't like to plug balls more than twice. For me personally, but I'll see bowlers come into the pro shop and I literally will look at the ball and I'm like, where am I supposed to drill this ball? It's been plugged like 4, 5, 6 times and the ball's not even round anymore. I mean, and that's not the pro shop's fault. It's just balls can't and shouldn't be plugged more than a few times. And that's up to the bowlers as far as what they want. Right. I think a good rule of idea there would be maybe twice, 3 times at most. I don't think it changes the ball dramatically as far as like how the ball reacts and everything.
Uh-huh.
But if you were to bowl like on the professional tour, I'm not taking a ball that's plugged 5 times. I'm just not doing it. But if you're messing around in league and having fun, and you got a ball for $30, and you got it re-drilled and everything, and you're out the door for $100, yeah, it might be worth trying a ball that's plugged. But I wouldn't do it too often.
There you go. Hey, Ken Rogers asked, can you explain the ball reactions for higher RG balls versus lower RG balls, and the high differentials and the low differentials?
So higher RG balls typically will get the ball further down the lane. Typically creates more back end reaction. Lower RG, typically the balls will stand up sooner. But you have to take into consideration that a lot of the manufacturers are putting different surfaces on those balls too. A lot of the higher
Hold on,
RG.
not to cut you off. You said stand up. What does that mean? Can you explain to our viewers? Because some people may not know.
Yeah, you got that. So standing up, what that means is getting the ball to change direction, turn or curve, right? Standing up, turning at the right time. So the RG numbers are an idea to get the ball to gyrate, radius gyration. So when is the ball gyrating, sooner or later? And then with the relationship to surface, and then also changing the differential numbers by where and how deep you might even be drilling the ball to. You can change the diff a little bit. Positive spin axis is something to take into consideration. And Kevin Jones and I believe he's watching as well. We were talking quite a bit yesterday, and he and I talk all the time. I can't get that guy away from me to save my life. And we were talking about yesterday about layouts and how they're important, but it's not necessarily as important as the ball you're choosing. So we're at the point where we're thinking the ball itself is important, because if you have a Lamborghini, it's a Lamborghini, right? But I'm not necessarily going to be able to put a layout on it to dramatically, completely change the ball reaction and make a high road into a Crux Prime. They're different balls. But I can put a layout to tweak and understand that the ball might change direction differently. But all of those things factor in. I think bowlers overthink all the technical stuff. And I think that they should trust the pro shop, and the pro shop should work with the bowlers and ask those questions. And there should be a better relationship. So all of my pro shop staff that's watching, we are going to be doing that even more efficiently than we did before. We want bowlers to get out there and ask us questions, and we want to provide the best service we can. So
there you go. Hey, Anthony Heel asks, which of your employees is the best bowler?
Well, Anthony, when I hire you, then you would
be the best. He will never be the best bowler. I don't care who hires him.
Who's the best bowler? I would say, Stephanie. Stephanie is fantastic. She's 900 Global World Staff. Kevin Jones is a really, really good bowler. He's going to be bowling on the regional tour and competing at some national stops as soon as we're back up and running. So as far as top two, I'd have to go with Kevin and Stephanie.
And Stephanie is the only woman employee, correct?
She is. Yeah, Stephanie's our only.
So you guys, all you other guys, you guys suck. Go practice.
Yeah, Stephanie's really good at what she does. She's a great technician too. So a little plug for her. Maybe some bowlers are thinking, I don't know if I want Stephanie to drill the ball. I don't know who this girl is. It's all BS. She's really good at what she does. You should try her out.
There you go. Hey, which employee has most improved?
That's you, Mark. Mark, this guy, I love this guy. So yeah, Mark's new to our shops. He's really fantastic at what he's doing. He's improved a lot. He's really excited about what he's doing. He'll be at Cal Bowl and Keystone. So when we're back up and running, go see Mark as well, Mark Ramirez.
Okay. Hey, switch grip or slug?
Vice ITs are pricey. If you have a bunch of balls, they're a good investment. We also do a molding process. So that's kind of like the in-between. A lot of bowlers are saying they want the same thumb ball to ball. And that's cool, to have a mold, or we could perhaps make an interchangeable thumb that actually has a mold built into it. So I think overall the interchangeable thumb is a great option. You can go with a slug, but you definitely have the variable of maybe we drilled the hole a little bit, or we reamed it out a little different, buzzed it different. So it's good to have an interchangeable thumb from Vice. That's who we use. Not switch grip. We use interchangeable thumb.
There you go. Is there any age limit to take a lesson?
So from Yuzan, that's a great question. The age limit is no, I don't have one. I thought I did when I first started. So I thought, oh, I'd have to set an age limit at 10 years old. But I
Right.
actually work with now a 6-year-old bowler. I think he's the prodigy. I think he's going to be out there. He's determined. His name's Henry Mann. So hopefully Jody is watching, his mom. Henry is 6 years old. He bowls with two hands. He loves Jason Belmonte. He loves me now, which is great. And the kid is really good at what he does. He knows ball motion. He knows oil patterns. He knows volume. And he learned a lot of it from the Bowling by Jason Belmonte video game and also from my lessons. So when I started doing lessons with him, I tried him out for the hour and I started quizzing him. And I couldn't believe that a child of 6 years old could know so much about the game. If you guys go to my Instagram account, I have a couple pictures of Henry. He also was featured on the Go Bowling Facebook and Instagram pages where he was, they put up a picture of him putting a flyer and a little, like a note that he left on the Forest Lanes door. I don't know if you saw that, Brandon, but he was featured by Go Bowling, Henry, the kid.
Wow. That's awesome. I might have to get him on the show one day, man.
Yeah, no, I think we'll definitely, he and I might be on your show at some point for sure. Kid would
There
love
you
it.
go. Hey, why is it important for bowlers to know their positive access point before drilling or laying out their rock?
Yeah, so especially for the higher average bowlers. So I'm going to answer this professionally and also very straightforward. So professionally, it's important for the average bowler to know. It's even more important for the higher average bowlers to know. Coming from David there and Anthony, those types of bowlers, we will keep your positive access point on file. If you'd like for us to measure it for you, we'll take you out to the lane. It's best to make an appointment with myself or Kevin or any of the other staff that we have, and we can find your positive access point, put it on your spec sheet, and then we can decide what layouts are best for you instead of drilling the pin 5 inches from the pin to pap, and then 5 1/4, and then 4 and 4 1/4, and then we don't know exactly what pin to pap distance is best. So it's good for the higher average bowlers to definitely know their pin to pap. If you're bowling the ball straight and you're using a Brunswick T-zone, for example, it's probably not important because you're just bowling a straight ball. But if you're 180 plus, I would encourage you to know what your positive access point is.
Okay. Hey, Anthony Hill asks, how is bowlingball.com hurting pro shop owners? And do owners take it personal if a bowler buys the ball online?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I mean, obviously, coming from the pro shop management perspective, I would love if the customer would purchase it from me. Absolutely. And it's a benefit for the bowler too, right? So most pro shops will have a bit of a price difference for a ball that's being purchased online and brought into the store versus buying it from our store. It costs thousands of dollars for us to store these bowling balls, bags, and shoes in our store. A lot of money, thousands. And it's sitting there, and we want to be able to move that product. Now, we appreciate when that bowler goes to bowlingball.com or a website like that, brings the ball in, but they're not going to get what we offer from the pro shop, which is our warranty. It's our store warranty. It's a 1 year. If something crazy happens to the ball, it splits in half, and it's happened. Balls, I've come back into our pro shop, completely split in half, in half. And we've replaced them, and we've been drilling the balls for next to nothing and just taking care of that situation because it's very unfortunate. So you get a great service from buying from us. We have no problem drilling the ball from online, but we definitely encourage you to come in.
Okay, now, with that being said, come in, buy a ball, and my fit isn't correct. You yourself said you're not really big on plugging balls. But if I bought the ball from you guys, you will plug that ball and re-drill it, correct?
Absolutely. So,
well, why?
So not to misunderstand what I said earlier, I would love to plug your ball, obviously, right? we want to make that revenue, but I don't want to plug a ball 5, 6, 7 times because that definitely, in my opinion, does change the ball dynamic. But if you have a brand new ball, you've used it 6 months, and now we want to maybe change your layout or your span has changed, like I had said previously in this live broadcast, your span and fit may change in 6 months. That's no joke. I see it all the time. Your flexibility is going to change. Your span changes. So we may need to plug your thumb and move it up. We may need to install a thumb slug and split the difference. We may need to pitch change or pitch plug your finger, meaning that we're going to change the angle of the fingers.
Right.
That may happen. So absolutely, you should definitely consider plugging a ball, but I don't want to plug a ball that's 30 years old and has been plugged 5 times. That's all I mean.
Hey, how beneficial is it to use dual angle drill patterns?
Yeah, dual angles really good. That's what we use predominantly in the shops. I make sure that all of us are, and we're going to be even more on that when we come back. Dual angle is really important. Understanding the storm vector system from storm is a really easy process. 5x4x3, 4x4x2 means how those numbers correlate to your positive axis point, and it'll change how the ball reacts. So it's definitely important to know those things, even as a competitive bowler. You can find a lot of this on the internet and come and talk to us about it, and we'll explain it if you don't quite understand. And if maybe our staff has questions, they can always contact me as well. Like I said, I'm available.
There you go. Man, John, dude, I've seen a side of you today that I haven't seen. And that is why I love my show, because I learn new information about the bowlers outside of the bowler, dude. And what you're doing is great. I appreciate it, man. And I just wish you nothing but the best, bro.
Absolutely, Brandon. So I didn't hear much from you, so everything's been good with you, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. Been here every day, man. Just maxing and relaxing, going to work, coming home, getting ready for, here,
Yeah.
Show.
Getting ready for the show, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate you bringing me on to the show. Again, if bowlers out there, if you have questions, if you want to privately message me, let me know. And stay on the lookout for me too. I'm going to be doing some live stuff too. It's coming.
There you go. So look out for John Struckman. If you guys don't follow him, go ahead and friend request him. Hit him in his inbox. His number is on his Facebook page. Dude, John is a very, very knowledgeable bowler and a great friend of mine, man. He's always supported me, man. And like I said, dude, I wish you nothing but success. And John, dude, it's been an honor to have you on the show, bro.
Absolutely, Brandon. You too, buddy. I appreciate everything you've done for me too.
Oh, absolutely, brother. And if you need any help from me, you already know. Reach out.
I got you.
All right, bro.
I got you. All right.
Have a good one, man.
All right. Thanks, man. Peace.
Later. Guys, that was my boy John Struckman. Great knowledgeable, great info tonight. If you guys missed it, hit that share button. Go rewatch it. Dude, he really spit a lot of knowledge as far as bowling and everything. So tomorrow I have Mr. 900 Global, Robert. Wait, who is it? Yeah, I do. Robert Smith, Mr. 900. Robert Smith tomorrow. Thursday I have Wanda Parker. Oh, Miss Parker, I hope you're ready because you're about to be in the hot seat. Friday, Trisha Reed, Brunswick staffer. She kicks butt, males and females. It don't matter. She puts the hair in that ponytail. It's go time. So, guys, I appreciate y'all questions, man. That was very, very great interview from my boy. And, man, it's tomorrow. Have y'all questions ready for Mr. Robert Smith. Man, had all the rams. Now he's throwing it two hands. So it'll be interesting and fun with my guy, man. So, and then Saturday, I didn't announce that Saturday at 5 p.m. Man, I just got confirmation today. Mark Baker. Man, everybody knows Mark Baker. If you don't know Mark Baker, dude, tune in. Mark Baker. I appreciate him coming on and helping me out with this. So Mark Baker will be here Saturday evening, 5 p.m. So, guys, I appreciate everything, though, man. Hit that share button, and let's keep it going. So tomorrow, Rob Smith, I'll catch you, bro. So love you guys. Be safe. Listen to what's going on. I know they're about to open it up, but, dude, don't be the fools. Don't be the guinea pigs, all right? But look, y'all do what y'all do, man. Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's time to get some 1800. It's time to get some tacos. Hey, I love you guys, though. Bowtie out. Peace.